All right. All right. We are going live on my page. Hopefully it's going to call up pretty quickly here. Hey, you guys, happy Monday. Today is a new day, a new week, which is amazing. It's amazing when we have the opportunity. I don't like to say start over. I like to say continue stepping. It's a new opportunity, new possibilities that we have in front of us for today. So today's Mindshift Monday is all about progress over perfection. And what that means is what happens so often is that we're so hyper-focused on the end result and all that need to do's, should have, could have, would have, that we lose sight of the progress that we've already made, the wins that we can celebrate. And I think when we get too far ahead focused, that we miss the steps that we have taken today. And what I generally see that happens with this is that we get unmotivated, we get discouraged. And when we get unmotivated and discouraged, what happens? We quit, we just stop. And the whole point of our wholeness journey is to keep taking steps, because every baby step we take counts toward our wholeness journey. It's a journey after all, right? So you can't say that it has to look a certain way. I have to do A, B, C that equals D. Otherwise, it's a failure and I'm not winning, and right, it doesn't work, right? But the reality is that when we had that simple mind shift of not focusing on perfect, but focusing on progress, what is every day you can sit down before you go to bed and sleep and sit down and think, what are the wins I had today, rather than looking at the losses, right? And that's where we're focusing on that perfection, when all we can see and hear from ourselves is, I didn't do this, I didn't do that, could have done this better, could have done that better, should have eaten this instead of eating that. When we have that mindset and when we think that way, it really does keep us stuck in that perfection mode where we just can't measure up. And then at some point we lose all motivation. We can't sustain that. That's not something you can keep pushing forward when you have that mindset. So the mind shift I want to propose to you today is, what would it look like if we didn't look for have the expectation or look for perfection, right? Or the negative of that is focusing on the things we didn't do or could have done better. What if we had the simple mind shift from that to here, where we go, okay, what are the wins I had today? And what am I learning? Because the reality is, regardless of whether we made the best choices or did not make the best choices, we're learning. So when we take that little mind shift of not trying to be perfect, not expecting our journey to look a certain way, but actually embracing the reality that is a journey. We're not always going to get it right, but really celebrating the wins that we had each day, as well as what are we learning, what are we growing in? Because that's the truth, is that it's never going to look perfect. Life is going to happen. It happens to all of us. It's never going to look, A, B, C, D. It just doesn't work like that. It can be A, also into Z, back to C, right? It's just the way life is. Life happens to all of us. But when we had that simple mind shift of not expecting the perfect of yourself or for anybody else, right? It's a matter of having grace, giving yourself grace as well as others, thinking the best about yourself, thinking the best about others, and looking at in terms of, okay, wow, I saw that cut turning out a whole lot different than it did. But okay, what were my wins? What did I win in? And what am I learning and growing in? And when we have that, when we take the negative and shift it to the positive, that's when we don't lose motivation. We don't lose the inspiration to keep pushing forward. That's when we have a different look. We're like, yeah, wow, I am winning, right? I am winning. Maybe the scale didn't go down this past week. Maybe you chose the not as great option more often than you chose the better option. Does that mean you failed? No, it doesn't. It means, oh, I'm learning that when I have that 3 slices of pizza instead of the 1 to 2 slices of pizza, oh, I'm learning that actually makes me gain a pound. So that's where the scale becomes our friend. And that's where we're learning and growing. It's where we're taking our journey, and every step we take and realizing what's working, what's not working, what can I celebrate, and giving myself grace, and what am I learning and growing in. When we have that aspect and that mind shift about our journey, that motivates us. That's like, wow, we start to see the wins more. When we see the wins, that we have something to celebrate. That's good. We get excited about our journey. Maybe I didn't lose the 5 pounds, but I learned of all these different things that I was doing that now I realize aren't working for me. So this week, now I have more knowledge and understanding of what my body needs and what I can do that's different. That's going to have a different result, right? So it's a whole mind shift in the way we're looking at things. So that's what I propose to you today, is that before that, maybe you need to grab a journal, and before you go to sleep at night, write down what were the wins. Appreciation and gratitude changes everything. And what did I learn today? What did I learn? Did I, what does it look like? Or maybe the next morning you do it when you wake up and think, okay, what am I learning? You grab the scale and you're like, oh, dang, I gained a pound. Okay, what am I learning? What did I do yesterday? You write that down. When I had that cookie instead of an apple, I gained a pound. So now I know that that's not going to work for me, right? So it's just a matter of really starting to see what's working, what's not working. And again, having that mind shift from the negative and right to the perfect, expecting the perfect journey, to the, okay, I'm making progress, I'm taking a baby step, and I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm never failing. So I just propose that to you today. Give it a try. Give it a try. I want to hear about it. I want to hear what that does for you in terms of being intentional, of focusing on the positive rather than the negative, and writing that down so you can see where you can pivot and what you're growing in and learning in, as well as, wow, I have more things to celebrate than I realized, because I wasn't focusing on the celebration. I was focusing on the negative. Now I'm focusing on the positive, what I'm learning and growing in. Whoa, I feel motivated to keep going. What else can I do? What else can I try? So that's my Mind Shift Monday for you today. Super sweet and short. I hope that blesses you. If this blesses you, I want to hear about it. I want to hear what you're trying with these Mind Shift Mondays. I want to hear about it. Maybe on Friday you can message me, or the next day, whatever you have, whatever the aha comes in. I want to hear about it, because it's important to know, what's working, what's hitting home. And also I encourage you, comment below. What do you want to hear about? What are some areas you need some help in that can help you have more wins in your wholeness journey? And one last thing I want to share with you guys is that I am starting a new round of the 4 weeks of improving our gut health. And that's going to be incredible. We start the day after Valentine's, because we know you might be consuming more calories that day. We don't want you to be limited with your sweet one, whoever you're celebrating with. So we're going to start on Wednesday, February 15th. I have a simplified meal plan. You can do a hard start where you're going to I'm going to follow it as best I can. Not going to be perfect. Or you're going to yeah, I'm going to try out a few of the recipes, right? Do a soft start. So I want to invite you, if that interests you, if you're like, man, I know my gut needs help, then I want to invite you to join me for my next round, again, starting on February 15th. But keep in mind, little tidbit about the gut health is when our gut is not healthy, what's happening is it's like the foundation. It's your foundation of your health. It's like that the foundation to a house is so critical. When our gut isn't functioning the way it's designed, we don't get the same bioavailability of all the supplements we're taking, all the expensive vitamins we're taking, spending a fortune on. Our body can't use it all, because our gut's so messed up that we can't get the full bioavailability of what we're paying for. So that's number one. Number two, you can have weight gain, you can have bloating. I think the most important thing, in addition to all of those things, is how are we feeling? I know that I had intense, incredible pain when my gut was not healthy. It was so awful. And it's just, I wouldn't wish that on anyone. But you guys, our gut is the foundational of our health. So we need to make sure we get our gut in check. And this is a super easy thing that you can do that's going to help you after 4 weeks of eliminating the likely triggers, and then adding one at a time back in. you're going to realize what are the foods you should be avoiding, because when we eat foods that are intolerant to us, it could be healthy food, but we could be intolerant to, that causes inflammation in our gut, and it starts to wreak havoc on all different areas. So weight gain, not feeling good, the bloat, all the things, because our gut needs to get in check. So that's the beauty of this incredible gut health program that I want to invite you to. Again, I create a simplified meal plan that's not super sexy, but it's easy. It's something you can do that makes it doable, because most of us are too busy. We can't be in the kitchen for freaking 5 hours a day. And that's just the way I live. I don't like to be in the kitchen forever. I want to get in, get out. And so these recipes, I have a grocery list, meal plan, all of that is there for you, recipes so that you can get in and out, yet still have success in your journey of really improving your gut health. So that's what I have for you today. I would be honored to have you join me in that. I actually have 5 mini cleanse kits to to kick it off with, that are up for grabs for the first 5 people that join me in this journey of the gut health on the 15th. So if you're interested in that, just let me know. I'd be honored to come alongside you, link arms with you, and help you improve your optimal health beginning with your gut. All right, bless you guys. Have an amazing, incredible day, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.